Alright, we're gonna let this room fill up. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is Law Nation, LAW Nation, one way or another. Let's go. Is it 4 o'clock yet? We're gonna go right at the top of the hour. Let's go. Come on. Boston, I see you. You're the first person that's in here. Let's go. It's 4 o'clock. All right. Nation. I know you guys. I miss you all. It's been time and time again since the last time I got a chance to speak to you guys independently by myself. But it's all good. I got fire all over me. Let me just blow this out right quick. Cowboy Nation, you are in the grindstone right now. The mix, everything that we got to do starts today. On top of that, well, this Sunday actually, but starts today as relates to preparations and everything, being on the same page, being on the same chord. Hey, we got to be like that, Cowboy Nation. And what we saw last night, what we witnessed last night is something that we can't do. We cannot start off like Deshaun Watson. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if Dak Prescott can play like Deshaun Watson did last night. And what he got a taste of was this right here. He got the same taste of what 2018 meant for us. He had no primary wide receiver to throw the ball to. Let me know if I'm lying. He had no primary wide receiver to throw the ball to. He had nobody to really run the rock like it's supposed to happen. Now, granted, as far as a fantasy situation, Johnson, he did a great job in those parameters. But he had no primary wide receiver. Oh, snap. That's what happened to Dak Prescott. Newsflash. Even last night, what we saw from a Deshaun Watson, his wide receiver, his plethora of wide receiver was still better than what we had starting off. We was 3-5. Can you imagine, Cowboy Nation, if we were to reach deep down in our pockets and paid the coins and paid that bag to Dak Prescott and he exhibited and exuded what Deshaun Watson did? Oh, there have been so many people was sitting there saying to this right here, Cowboy Nation, they would sit there and say, well, it's not his fault. He didn't have no place to throw the ball because of the offensive line, for your mind wasn't there. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's go and talk about this restructuring of a contract for D-Law. And here's the situation. Let me pull up the Twitter or what have you, and I'm gonna put the deals over here so everybody can see. Bam, here we go. All right, so John Machota, he's one of the great Twitter followers, man. Follow his content, follow his page, follow everything that this young lad is doing out there, especially as it relates to Cowboys content and beyond. Of course, let me just go talk about practice right quick. We got to talk about this right quick. And I think it went away. Amari Cooper's hamstring. I know a lot of people worried. Got the reservations on that. Cheeto Wuzier's knee. Luke Gifford, he got all of those things going on. Hamstrings were a full participant, meaning that they was able to go out there and practice today. And they are expected to play Sunday night. So there's Luke Gifford. There's an Amari Cooper as well as Cheeto Wuzier. But going to the main topic at hand, the Dallas Cowboys restructured or moved some money around for my dog D-Law. And here's the craziest thing, Cowboy Nation. When we start talking about that, here's the craziest thing of it all. And let me just set this thing up for everybody so you guys can see. Let me know if you guys can hear me well as well. You know, let me know. And give me a thumbs up or something like that in the chat. Let me know if you guys, let me blow it up so for those who can barely see. Yeah. Right there, look good. Right there. All right. So let me slide this way. So when we start talking about everything as it relates to D-Law, here's the situation at hand. DeMarcus Lawrence restructured his contract for $15 million. He got all of that money up front or what have you, and it saved us a boatload of money. Now, old folks used to say this all the time. You don't start moving furniture around unless you finna, especially big furniture around, unless you finna move something else in. Dave for dog sure is not sitting back here going to move in a coffee table. I don't think the Cowboys are going to do that. They moving this money around and they trying to fill in something. You can't tell me, well, it's for 2021 season. If that's the case, and if that's the scenario for Dak Prescott as far as his salary, why wait now? The craziest thing of it all, Cowboy Nation, why would you do it now? You had the money in your hand. You could have did these type of things last year. You could have did these type of things right before the contract or the quote-unquote, I'm going to use some air quotes here, the quote-unquote franchise tag sign / deadline. Why would you do it now? Why all of a sudden this stuff is changing now? Restructuring contracts so that Dak can get his. This is from at Kitchenson's. It's crazy. It's misuse of funds to me. The Cowboys are not utilizing their coins the right way to me. Because if you had all of those love and adulations towards Dak Prescott, all you had to do was do that last year. You didn't have to do all of this rearranging of furniture. You didn't have to clear the parkways out and say, okay, we bringing in a trough load of funds now. Let me know if I'm lying. For those who manage and utilize funding, or for those who are budget analysis, why would you wait until now? You can't even sign Dak Prescott, even if you really wanted to a mega deal, because you got to wait until that time frame. So what are they trying to move in? What's the whole point of this? And if you had the ability to do that then, why would you do it now? That don't make sense to me. It don't. I don't care what they put out there to sell. It don't make sense from a financial aspect. It don't make sense. You can't talk to me and say that this makes sense. If you didn't graduate with some financial abilities, if you saying that, yeah, your law, this makes a lot of sense here. This makes a ton of sense. Moving money now for what? You had that ability. Let me repeat. You had that ability to do those things 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago. So what is the angle now? I don't know. Oh my goodness. My dog OG says, yep, fingers crossed for ET. Let me fix my hat. You guys see them boys versus everything, right? Versus everybody. Here's the situation, Cowboy Nation. I'm going to be real 110% with you guys. I'm gonna really talk to you guys like, I ain't finna lie to kick it. Let me do this right quick. Let me blow some fire on it. Let me just do this right quick. Let me turn my beat up like quick. Yeah. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. I'm gonna let everybody fill up this room. Cause this is crazy right here. I got a phone call, so bear with me. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. Phone lines for your mind will be open in a few, because I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions of the matter or the nature. I want to know how you guys feel of everything, especially in conjunctions of this. All right, I'm back. I'm back with it. Could it be a trade? This is from Joel. Hey, that would be nice if it's a trade situation. Go Cowboys. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, I'm back. I'm about to get back on it. What's good with you, Kate Francis? Really appreciate you. Shout out to you guys. Don't forget to post me where you guys are from. The Lunatic says, let's go Cowboys. Let's go with it. Give me a couple more seconds. I'm almost ready. Let's get ready. Let's get crunk. On a Sunday night, we got to be ready. We got to be all out there, rocking and rolling. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go. All right. Nation. Let me fix my hat a little bit. Nation. We're going to have to talk about this real good. But before we get into more details about the contract situation and what money could free up, do we want Dak Prescott to get his coin? Do we want Dak Prescott to get his bag? Yes, we can say about that because I really want him to get his bag. I want to get his coin or what have you, but he still got to go through this season. And one must count the cost before they build a house, right? So when we look at this type of situation, when we say about the things that the Cowboys are doing, we got to figure out why, oh why now? What's the whole point? What's the whole narrative to get this thing going? Nevertheless, we face against the LA Rams week 1. Oh, the LA Rams are looking at it like, okay, we want to do something in order to get back to where we were before the Cowboys knocked us out of the playoff chase last year. We want revenge, basically. Nevertheless, they looking at YouTube videos to keep up, right? And when we start to talk about the Cowboys and we start to talk about what we need to do, we got to figure this thing out, right? So the Cowboys are moving a lot of stuff around. They are saying, okay, we figured out what we could do with Zach Martin contract. We figured out what we can do. Who was the first person? They moved somebody money around, and they said, okay, we're going to figure out that too. And they freed up some money. They freed up some coins. I believe that they can even free up some more money if they do something with Tyrone Crawford. They got so much plans. I think we got over 25 to 26 million dollars that we can play around with, right? Let me know if I'm lying. That's a lot of coins. That's a lot of paper. That's a lot of cheddar. Gallup is a beast. They could be thinking about that. Yeah. All right, I'm going to turn the phone lines on for your mind. And I really want to know how you guys feel about this whole situation. Give me a few seconds. Give me, let me see what I got here. Bam. Give me a few seconds while I figure this thing out. Almost there, Cowboy Nation. Man, oh man. It's crazy. The phone lines are now on 682-214-4087 is the number. MG, keep MG, okay. You guys like the live stream that we did last night? 956, what's good?
Law Nation, Cowboys Nation, are we ready for Sunday night? Are we ready for Sunday night?
Oh, my goodness, man. We born for it, man. I know I'm ready, man. How about you?
Oh, I'm going to be cooking out all day. I'm going to be cooking out all day, drinking my adult beverages, hooping and hollering as Jar winning starts it off with our first touchdown of 2020. The Rams are going to be too worried about 21. They're going to be too worried about 19, 13, and it's a dangerous land. They are going to lose track of Jar winning. It's going to go right down the seams, as McCarthy said, quickest way to the end zone, right down the middle.
Vertical seam routes, vertical seam concepts, man, that is always the quick way and the best way to handle those type of situations. How do you think the Cowboys defense is going to look?
The Cowboys defense is going to surprise people. Aldon Smith has been out over close to 5 years. He's come back on a mission, in shape. Everson Griffin Have we forgotten that we have Everson Griffin? Everybody's talking about Jalen Ramsey and his Brinks truck. Aaron Donald. Respect. Those are only 2 out of 11. Guess who we're going to attack? The other 9.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
And don't forget, it's either going to be Malcolm Brown. I had to look up his stats. Malcolm Brown or that second-round pick, Cam Akers. Now, Akers might be good, but NFL defenses are going to make you prove you know how to pass block and how to pick up the blitz. Otherwise, you're going to get your quarterback killed. So I expect us to go after Goff, prove that he can do that blocking, and make Goff just run for his life.
Man, Goff going to be running for his life. So they got something to prove. We got something to prove even further. So I think that this team, come Sunday night, we're going to be locked, loaded, and ready. And it will be me, Big Game James, and Skywalker. We're going to be calling the game play by play, and I can't wait to see you in there, man. How do you like last night when we did that?
Last night, the Kansas City offense and our offense, if it lives up to what it is, I believe will play to a draw. What is the X factor? Our defense can play better than the Kansas City offense. Mark my words, when it's all said and done, our defense, our Doomsday 2 defense, is going to get as much press as our offense. Don't be sleeping on our defense. And when Randy Gregory gets back into week 6, we're going to be on a roll. And Monday night, I do expect it Monday morning, we're going to sign Earl Thomas.
Oh, wow. That would set the tone all the way for the rest of the year. It's just that right now we in wavery grounds, right? But we'll figure that out, man. I just look at it like this. If the offense, long as we can't afford the longitude and latitude Deshaun Watson did, right? Because we seen his game. It wasn't like it was a horrible game, but it was a poo-poo game. He was sloppy in a sense. Dak Prescott cannot afford to play like that, regardless of the situation. Because he held to
both Kansas City and Houston. Both Kansas City and Houston started off slow, but Kansas City was able to overcome because of the roster and their play calling. We have the same thing. So it might start off slow, but it's still by halftime, we're going to be enjoying the game. We're going to be opening up SoFi Stadium with no fans as the Cowboys win 33-17. We're going to be wondering, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, and what? You're saying Van Jefferson is the same as the best overall wide receiver in the draft? It's a dangerous lamb? Nah. We're going to prove that wrong.
Yes, indeed. But I really appreciate you, man. The lunatic, man. Oh, my goodness.
That's right. Cowboys Nation, get in, hold on, and enjoy the ride to number 6. Puro pinche Cowboys.
That's my dog right there. Yes, indeed. The lunatic, man. Really appreciate you for calling in, man. When you do that, man, we got to give you a...
This is Sparta!
My goodness, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. The lunatic, he comes in and bless me with his wonderful voice and his insights of the game and looking at it from a different perspective. Man, I love it. I flat out love it. 937, you're live. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. Talk to me. Call back then, 937. So, Cowboy Nation, that is what we need. We need that type of energy. Yes, we can have our reservations. Yes, we can look at it like, man, what are they doing moving this stuff around? 206, you live. Talk to me.
Hello, Mo. This is Robert Cashmore from Seattle.
Okay. Talk to the nation, man. You live on the radio, man. Talk to me.
Man, I just wanted to talk about the defensive concerns that I have a little bit. With Donatari Poe being hurt this week and Gerald McCoy going out, I was really excited about what we had up in the middle of that defense. But right now, man, I don't know. Like I feel like that's going to be a problem with Antoine Woods and Tristan Hill. You know, he hasn't really shown us that he can be a dog in the middle yet, but, you know, I guess he must have showed something in camp this year that he's going to be starting alongside Antoine Woods. I just feel like a team like the Rams, it just brings me back to that playoff game from a few years ago where C.J. Anderson just did all types of crazy stuff to us, man. I really worry about the run game, and I'm really not sure, like, what's going to happen with the back end, being that, you know, Jordan Lewis is out. Woods has been injured for a little bit.
Right.
Just a lot of injury concerns. And this is not one of those teams that you can just, you know what I mean, go in and bully, because they have a great coach who can design some plays to take advantage of the flaws that we have on defense. But it just seems a little bit scary to me.
Well, let me walk you into the middle of the road instead of, you know, you on the side of the road where the cars are passing by. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk you to the middle of the road to the opposite side of the road, okay, to get you off the streets. Here's the situation. The running back coach that coached against us in that particular playoff game is on our side, right? Also, the special teams coach that coached against us on that particular team, we're talking about the LA Rams, are on our side now. And when we kind of look back at the last time we lost in the playoff game, that coach, Mike McCarthy, he's now on our side. So the last time we've been in the playoffs, we got all of the inside information from the coaches that's now coaching our team. So I think that they're going to counteract that situation. And on top of that, when we went into facing the LA Rams in that playoff game, we had a string of journeymans. We had a guy named Reed that they folded up like a lawn chair, and that was the guy that was starting, right? We had a Malik Collins who really was a shell of himself that game. He was already battling some injuries, and we looked at the fact that, yes, we had a Randy Gregory, but he was off and on again, and Crawford was hurt, but he tried to fit in. Now when we look at this particular front four, everybody's better across the board. Every single person is better. And of course, we whooped the LA Rams last year. We whooped their butts. So I'm thinking that what we got as relates to the offensive side, Mike McCarthy calling the plays or putting out his insights, and on top of that, the wide receiver is not by committee. We got tons of wide receivers. I think that we will go into whatever the name of their stadium is, LA Rams Stadium, and we're gonna whoop their butts. But it's good to have those reservations, but just rest assured that this team is different, and I think that we're gonna hand it to them.
Yeah, man, I have confidence that we're gonna be able to win. It's just some of the injury concerns that really kind of, you know, bother me. This guy Irving, the right tackle, man. I've heard nothing but bad things about him as far as the offensive line play, and I think that's going to be, you know, a problem if this guy isn't, you know, up to the task, because both on their defensive line over there as well, and I hope we don't get into another Chaz Green situation.
Well. Here's the thing: coaches got to elevate players. Coaches got to make the necessary adjustments. And if he's the only weakest link on this particular front five as it relates to the offensive line, what they're going to have to do is maybe keep a tight end, maybe run more 12 personnel looks, maybe keep an Ezekiel Elliott and a Tony Pollard in the backfield at the same time. Last night we got a chance to see the game, the KC versus the Texans. They didn't have that luxury of protecting the quarterback by inserting two running backs on the field at the same time, or a running back that can really chip and still get out into the flats, look for the ball and catch and get upfield. They didn't have that luxury. The Dallas Cowboys versus the LA Rams, we got all of that luxury. So coaches got to call the right plays. Dak Prescott got to get comfortable, and he should be able to make them pay if they blitz off of that side.
Yeah, man, full of excitement, bro. I think the X factor in this game is gonna be Blake Jarwin.
True.
I think he's gonna have a really big year and surprise some people because he's gonna finally be out of Jason Witten's, shadow and get a chance to shine. But for this matchup, I definitely can see us winning. It's just that the first 3 games of this season gonna be against some tough teams, and that those injuries. I'm really pulling for Earl Thomas though, man. If we can get him, I think the sky's the limit.
We'll find out, man, as my dog Mickey Spags would say, man. But I really appreciate you for calling in to the show from the 206.
All right, bro. Take care of me, man.
Likewise. Good situation at all. It is good to have objective thoughts, man. It's good to have difference of opinions. I believe that we don't have the longitude and latitude to start off sloppy. We don't have the longitude and latitude to look slow and lethargic. We got to come out here. We the America's team. We is what everybody look to, and regardless whether we win, lose, or draw, people are going to still watch this game. Man, people are going to try to find eyes to watch this game. 757, you live. 757. Going once. Going twice. You there?
You ain't no regular DB. You just no.
Boy, that going platinum, fam. Man. No, nothing to it, man. I really appreciate you for calling in. How you feel about this game coming up on Sunday night, and how you feel about the Cowboys rearranging all of this furniture? It got to be for something, right?
For sure. My feelings on the game is I don't think it's going to be close at all. I got my boys going 34-16 against the Rams.
Oh, wow.
My thought as far as the money transferring around like this, I completely believe we're going to get Earl Thomas. I believe there's a clause in the contract that nobody's wanting to sign him before Monday. Mm-hmm. I think once Monday hits, we gonna go get that man, and we going to not only number 6, but number 7, and maybe even number 8.
That would be fantastic, man. If that happened, man, I will forever, if I ever see you, man, I'll forever bless you with something, But here's the situation. I don't think that Earl Thomas should cost that much money. That's a lot of paper, man. What is it, 27, 28 million that I see somebody posted in the comment box? Unless they trying to do
they'll probably split some up. They'll probably give Earl what they give him, and then the rest will probably go towards that the following year.
Okay, I feel.
I don't think we're gonna spend it all on Earl Thomas, to be honest. Because he's still gonna get some type of money from the Ravens regardless.
Yeah, but we'll find out whether or not, it's supposed to be like 10 million or something like that.
Yeah, something around that. But let me give my shout out right quick, man. I'm going to call out to my boy, Rowdy Robbie Radford. Shout out to my boy, the Lunatic. And is it me or have I heard that nothing but crickets from Lee's side?
I'm trying to find him, man. The phone line is open.
I think we all are trying to find him. Where he at?
I hope he's good.
We won't hear from him until next Sunday when he hop in here. So, all right, here we go, Texas. We're gonna get this W. Man, get that shit out of here, man.
Right, get that out of here.
Get that out of here, bro. Deshaun Watson got that bag for what? That shit put ankle weights on him. Is all it did.
All of that money they paid him, and he showed up like that. Like, come on.
You know what I'm saying? I understand. It was no preseason, so everybody's going to have a little bit of rust. But come on, bro. You're the second highest paid quarterback in the league right now. You got to show up. If nobody else show up, you got to show up.
Man.
But I'm going to get on up out of here, bro. I just wanted to call up here and show my love and all that. Before I hop out, man, I didn't really get a chance to ask you the last few times, but how's that baby doing?
Oh, my goodness, man. She's doing good, man.
Growing like a weed, right?
Right. She's doing great and wonderful, and she loved to eat right now. It's good.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. What y'all still got on the soft food?
Oh, man, it's all mama titty juice. You know how they go.
Oh yeah.
She only 2
All right,
months
man, be
old, so
blessed, man.
yeah, appreciate you.
For sure.
Hmm. That's a good call, man. I got to give him a award.
This is Sparta!
That's what it is, man. Blessings of families, man. We growing. Law Nation is growing. Got these 2 daughters of mine. They just growing, man. They just so excited. Especially my oldest, my firstborn. She be going around here saying Dallas Cowboys. And yeah, hey, I'm gonna have to put her on one day, and she be saying, "You're listening to nothing but the best." You know, of course, in her little baby voice, man. It's so unique, man, to have families out here. 409, you're live in the mix, man. 409.
Hello?
Talk to me, man. What's on your mind?
409 for your mind. What you mean, Law?
What it do?
Come on, man. You know you got to start me out like that, bro.
Man, you already know 409 for everybody's mind now. Everybody's in the mix.
Yeah, let me remind everybody that's the home of the great Jimmy Johnson, all right? But, man, I feel good about our just our trenches, man. I was looking at the rounds. I'm just kind of trying to recognize names, man. I really don't recognize some of these guys. And I've seen a Havenstein and a Colbert and so when we talk about the offensive line, we got to remember, Lyle Collins is down, but, man, that's going across the league, and you still have 2 All-Pros on the line. Mm-hmm. So everybody's not blessed to have 2 All-Pros. They got a Whitworth, and he's getting old. You might see him in his Jason Peters' best life right now. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like on the trenches we have the advantage. When you talk about the Rams, now tell me this, Law. If we had only two All-Pro defensive players on our defense, what do you think the league would say about our defense?
I don't know, man. It was like a trick question a little bit, huh? What are you coming at, man?
Coming basically saying that we've had years where our defense has had Ware and maybe another All-Pro or Pro Bowler, and they talk about it like, man, you still need more people. That one guy can't get it done. But, they talk about, like, Aaron Donald can play all 3 positions on the D-line.
Oh,
or like Jalen
I
Ramsey.
get you. Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, when I'm just, when it comes down to it, man, we understand why the boys get slighted. Mm-hmm. But I just want everybody just to keep in mind, look at those trenches, man. And, like, the next couple of weeks, honestly, I'm more worried about the Browns. Out of the first 4 games that Lyle could potentially miss, I'm the most worried about the Browns because they got the best trenches. They got nice guys on the O-line. They got Myles Garrett and them boys. They got a couple of name brand type of dudes,
Is that a home game or away game?
We play home, I believe, because we played in Cleveland the last time we played the North.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be a home game. So we at least got that going for us. But, yeah, man, I feel very confident about this week with the trenches because, I respect the Rams in the sense of their offense, but it's kind of like it's kind of like a junior version of our offense, right?
What you think about Trevon Diggs? Is this our lockdown CB of the future?
The wide receivers,
We've done had a few letdowns like with Mo Claiborne. Thoughts, love, y'all work, bro.
Potentially. So I want to give the Rams respect. And I think that would be the one thing if we can get exploited is just the talent at the wide receiver. And I was kind of looking at Cam Akers. He could have that. We might see a new trend of just teams wanting to get these rookie running backs, And we've seen it before, but you gotta be specific about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I hope we do get the Earl Thomas, man, because we just gotta finally end this trend of not getting the elite safety. We tried that with the offensive line. Saying, we don't need to draft a first round. We used to treat draft picks like you can just trade those away. We didn't draft first round offensive linemen. Those used to be trends. And
right.
So every time we set ourselves in these trends like, oh, we can do better without this because this is the trend. That's not our problem. Our problem is the fact that we do need a safety, and let's go ahead and go get a safety. So that's all I really have for the show.
Man, that's good stuff for the show, actually, man. Really appreciate you for calling in with that, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. And I'll tune in, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Salute.
All right.
409, man.
This is Sparta!
Robert and John Jones, man, really appreciate y'all for help donating to the cause over here so we can get better equipment, better stuff, better cameras, better sound stuff and everything, man. I really appreciate you. He says, Robert says, what do you think about Trayvon Diggs as a I got to rewind. Got to go back up. I can't read that fast, man. My hook on phonic eyes ain't really working that well today. What do you think about Trayvon Diggs? Is this our lockdown cornerback for the future? We done had a few letdowns with like Namo Claiborne. Thoughts? Love your work, bro. Really appreciate you, Robert. And John Jones just want to make a contribution, man, without saying anything. But just go ahead and say something down the line, man. My thing is right here. Lockdown corner. It's still too soon to say. Is he of the future? I can't say that he's of the future there, but I will say that if this kid can just figure out a few things, the small things to play within himself, then I think that he will be okay, Cowboy Nation. I'm not going to give this guy any flowers right now. He got to prove it, man. You know how we treat the rookies, man. You got to prove it on the field. We seen what you did in Alabama land, but that's in college. So, and my thing is with Mo Claiborne, I didn't even like him coming out of college. You know, I didn't think that he was aggressive enough. I didn't think that Mo Claiborne was the guy that you looked at it and say to yourself, man, he's a stickler of a sticky type of corner. No. And Mo Claiborne had his warts, and yes, some scouts, some agents looked at Mo Claiborne as top-ranked cornerback as relates to coming out of the draft in the realms of Deion Sanders. And I said, man, oh man, they need to go back and just watch the tape. But I think that it was hype because of the fact that they had the other guys that was coming out of that college area and that was putting up some good stuff. But, you know, that's water under the bridge. Mo Claiborne, I believe he got him a ring now with the Kansas City Chiefs, right? He played on their roster last year, so I think that he got him a ring. Shout out to him and Anthony Hitch. But I would say this, week one, they already said that Cheeto Woozier will be the guy out there, and they will bring in Anthony Get Down Brown on the opposite side, and they will put Worley inside, believe it or not. So we will see what this team will be like, and they will rotate occasionally depending on the down and out distance what Diggs will do. That is a good plan. I want them to bring him on slowly. Chief took two of our linebackers. Yeah, I forgot the other guy's name. I think it was Damian or something like that. Williams, I believe. Y'all help me out, man. Post the name down below. Eagles hands down team to beat the NFC East. I don't know. Eagles got a lot of warts. And Colin Cowherd, I believe that's how you say his name. He's fooling around saying that the Eagles owner is better than the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles coach is better than the Cowboys. The Eagles player personnel and roster is better than the Cowboys. Colin Cowherd, we'll find out, right? But I can tell you right off the jump, Dallas Cowboys are a whole lot better than those dang on Eagles. Let's be real with it. Come on, let's be real with it. That's just one of those shock drop type of situations, right? Damian Wilson. Yeah, appreciate you, man. I call him Williams, man. All them Williams over there, but Wilson. Mo wasn't prime time. He laughed out loud. Yeah, but if you look at that scouting report, they really thought that they was getting prime time out of him. I'm sitting like, whoa. Don't you know, I think we passed up Luke Kuechly for Mo Claiborne. We passed up some good dogs, man, for Mo Claiborne. And we traded up to go get him at that. All right, 530. What do you know? Talk to me, man. Turn your radio down.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, it's your world, man. Talk to me.
Man, diehard Cowboys fan all the way from California. I don't know, man. I'm starting to get kind of negative about all this. How long you think? How many years you giving Mike McCarthy on this?
I would say Mike McCarthy's supposed to have at least 3 to 5 years, but we are an impatient organization. Although we can have all of the patience in the world, but I don't think that Jerry will have the patience So I'm thinking that he probably get 2 years. If he don't turn this thing around within 2 years, he's gone. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I'm the same way because, man, I feel like on paper the last like 2-3 years they're a top 3 team on paper. I feel like it's been getting like defense is kind of suspect sometimes, but we got the pieces for it, man. It's frustrating seeing us not do it. Like offense, I got one more question for you, man.
No, talk to me. Take your time, fam. It's all you.
What do you think about the 3 1,000-yard receivers? And because Michael Irvin the other day was like, Zeke's gonna rush for 1,000, CD, Gallup, and Coop are all gonna get 1,000 yards. I think that's a lot, man. That's like a historic offense almost. Think that's possible?
You mean to tell me? So what they're saying is that Zeke Elliott gonna get a stack, right? That's 1,000.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper gonna get a stack. That's 2,000. Gallup is gonna get 1,000. That's 3,000. And CD is gonna get 1,000. That's 4,000.
But like, see, not just 1,000. He was also saying that 2 of them are gonna get 15. And then you also got Jarwin might get like 5 to 750, and Tony Pollard might get a little bit like 300 to 400 maybe. I don't know, man. I'm just I've been crying over here for the last 10 years. It's been tough over here.
Well, offense shouldn't be the Cowboys' problem at all. It wasn't a problem last year. Just efficiency was one. Scoring in the money zone, red zone. That was a problem. You get a chance to see Pat Mahomes last night, right?
Yep.
In a pinch when he was in trouble, he went to number 87. And 87, Travis Kelce is a tall target for him. It gets him comfortable. And then he sprinkled in a heel. We got a chance to see some sprinkles of heels. We got a chance to see some opening up of Miko Hartman, number 17. He was able to show up. And then the veteran wide receiver, number 14, I believe. What's his name? I forgot his name. I think it's Sammy or something like that.
It's Sammy Watkins.
Yeah. He was able to be his substitute go-to guy in a pinch. I think that we can draw the same type of similar situation. I think that we can still use the running back. I think that our running back is better than their running back, and we got a number 2 running back that's better than their number 1 running back at this point. So I'm looking at it like, I'm looking at it like we can be just as explosive, but we didn't have that go-to weapon in the vertical seam route last year. We had an old reliable. We had Jason Witt last year. So I just think the offense, we shouldn't have no worries at all on the offense at all.
I'm hoping, because I've been looking at the schedule. I see 11 plus wins easy, easy at the minimum. So I'm just hoping that pans out, man.
It will, man. It will, man. What else you got for this wonderful show, man? What else you got?
Nothing, man. I just saw you on my YouTube homepage like about a week ago, late to the party, but I'm glad I found you, man. I've been tuned in for a while now for this week.
Oh my goodness, man. I love it, man. Really appreciate you. I hope 20 years down the line you can say, man, I saw this guy in year 2020 and I was jumping on his YouTube page then.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what you do, dog. Nice talking to you, man.
Salute to you, bro.
All right, later.
Get this man a war call, man. Hey, here's the thing with this type of situation, man. I love you guys, man. Shout out to my dog, Vach Lombardi, as well. Y'all check out him. He's on Yahoo. 321. You the one. Talk to me.
Man, what's up, Law, man? Look, man. People don't understand, bro. Like, Mike McCarthy's about to change the mindset of Dallas fans, man. We used to be in fans that say, man, I don't know if we're gonna win this one, man. Mike McCarthy's gonna end that, man. Like, man, people don't know, boy. Mike McCarthy's gonna flip that, man. Sorry, I don't want to cuss, man, but Mike McCarthy's gonna flip the whole organization.
Get it out, man.
Man, he's gonna flip that shit inside out, man.
Yeah.
Jerry ain't gonna have no excuse on why he can't gonna cash in our tickets, man. We gonna be cashing in tickets to go see Super Bowls, man. Mike McCarthy ain't playing. This is the best roster he's ever even coached.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
He was. I mean, he. Yeah. Go ahead.
No. Talk your mind, man. I'm just saying that this season, this world, this year, everything is going to be different. Everything is going to be new. And Mike McCarthy, you ever heard of Stockholm syndrome?
Mm-hmm.
When the person that kidnapped you and hold you against your will, you begin to look at that person saying, you know what? This person is all I need. This person is the person that's giving me food. Although they kind of like enslaving you in a sense and they keeping you prisoner, you become comfortable with that person. I think that collectively speaking, the Cowboys nation, we got comfortable with Jason Garrett. And trust me, if you ever meet Jason Garrett, he's a wonderful guy, brilliant guy. He got a positive aura about himself. But that news and that stuff that he was pumping out, his coaching philosophy got stale. And I believe that a third of the Cowboy Nation is like, man, they used to that stale stuff. But now we got somebody that's going to serve us different stuff outside of vanilla, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
So,
and on top of that, like the defense, man, I don't care what nobody say, man. That defense going to be lit as fuck this year, boy. The boys going to be knocking heads off.
Talk to me.
DeMarcus Lawrence, he's going to turn back into St. Lawrence.
Talk to me.
You already know, man. The linebackers going to be, man. You remember what they did to Kamara? They going to do that air running back coming through the line.
Yeah. That's exactly what they going to do. Man, you got me crunk. You got me ready to put on some pads, man. Down, set, hut. Let me run some routes. And make me, boy, you about to get me crunk, man. With that type of energy you bringing it to the table. Hey, man, look, before I let you go, I just wanted you to say this, man. I just want you to say it one good time for me, man. I know you can do it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
What?
How about them Cowboys? Just say it real loud, man. Blow my eardrums off. Let's say it. Let me hear it.
How about them Cowboys?
That's what I'm talking about, man. Really appreciate you for tuning in to the nation, fam. Salute, bro.
All right, Law.
Appreciate it, man. Ooh, he got me crunk. He got me ready to run through some walls. Y'all check out my dog, Vach Lombardi, who keeps the party always on the ones and twos, especially spitting out some good information for the nation. Y'all hit him up, man, on his Yahoo Twitter account or what have you. They need to give Vach Lombardi one of those blue signs right there. I can tell you guys, validation is only good for parking, but nevertheless, this guy's validated. Y'all give Vach Lombardi. He held it down. He was going up against this guy right here, and he whooped his butt. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can play this clip right quick. Y'all hold off from calling in.
You know, man, Mike McCarthy doesn't have to be Bill Belichick. He just has to be better than Jason Garrett, man. That's all he has to do. It seems like every single thing that you could do to upgrade this powerful Cowboys team, you did it. The only impediments that you had was the kicking game, in which you were 32nd, head coaching and defense. So you bolster the defense, you get the best. Look, Bones Fossil is the best. Like he has punters throwing like 30-yard passes for like touchdowns, man. Like let's bring in some of that. Let's learn how to like tackle people, right? We go and get Dontari Poe, guys like Everson Griffin, Randy Gregory's coming back. There's no way the Cowboys don't win the East. And you know, this could be me being Homer, this could be me being extra emotional, but I think the Cowboys are legitimately a Super Bowl contender. We talked about this yesterday. You guys were just talking about the best teams. You said, oh well, there's Baltimore and then there's Kansas City and there's the Saints. And I was appalled that you didn't mention the Cowboys. Why not the Cowboys? We get better everywhere. Plus look, Dak Prescott was ranked 1, 2, and 5 in all important quarterback metrics last year. Plus he gets better. CeeDee Lamb, the best wide receiver in college football last year. He's just casually our third option right now. Good luck to the rest of you.
And he been giving everybody that flavor since day one on the YouTube, and now it's over there globally, all the way in Canada. Oh, Canada. It's everywhere on everybody's mental mind when you're talking about the sports community, man. So shout out to my dog, Vach Lombardi, man. Shout out to D Lunatic. Shout out to those that's over here, man, that's making the donation to help elevate the nation. Robert, everybody that's here, man. As we continue to grind, as we continue to grow Cowboy Nation, this is what we do, Cowboy Nation. boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna turn the phone lines back on, man. 682-214-4087. Whole different team, whole different philosophy. I love the idea. I love the talk track of saying, hey, Mike McCarthy don't have to be this. Big Nate, I'm gonna pick up my boy Big Nate, man. Big Nate, what's good?
What's up?
Talk to me, fam. Talk to me. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, Big Nate. Call back, Big Nate. Call back, man. Call back, man. He must have had a call to come in again. But what I'm saying is, let me turn the heat back up. Matter of fact, let me do this right here. Let me blow some more heat on this situation. I'm telling you guys right now, I love the mindset that Bosh Lombardi said, hey, Mike McCarthy don't have to be better than or be like a Bill Belichick. He just got to be better than Jason Garrett. J Farm, I know you're in the chat box, man. I really appreciate you. I see you kicking people out of the club. But I think that Bosh Lombardi is right on that situation. All he got to do is just be better than the previous coach as relates to what Mike McCarthy can bring to the table. Let me see who's calling in now. 209, what's on your mind?
Look, I think that Bosh Lombardi is right on that situation.
Oh, yeah, you got to turn your radio down, turn your radio down. Hey, man, y'all get ready when y'all call in, man. We got, how many people is in the chat box? We got people watching. And, hey, also, when you guys put your name and stuff out here, guess what? You on Roku, you on Amazon, you on iTunes, so we everywhere. Let's set this thing right the best way. So somebody's already given Mike McCarthy a nickname. Roger S. Man says Iron Mike. Okay. Iron Mike McCarthy. You know, that looks pretty good for his name. You know, that is pretty good for his name. Iron Mike McCarthy. I like it. Yes, indeed. Let me see. This 209. Call it back. Let me see. 209. You're live. Talk to me.
What's up, Law Nation?
What's up? It's Uncle Charles.
What's up?
Talk to me, man.
Oh, this Law? What's up, man? Calling from Kelly.
Oh, this Kelly. Okay, you sound like Uncle Charles for a second. I said, man, I thought Uncle Charles' number was 205, but it's 209. Talk to me, though.
Man, what's up, Law, man? What do you think about this season? You think we go all the way?
Man, I think that we can go beyond all the way, come back, and do this thing again. Like the first caller said, I think we can go 6, go 7, go 8. We can continue to grind. So I believe that we can do those things, man.
I believe we got all the tools, man, this season. We got the juice. We got all these young players. We got CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. We got a good defense. Because we got the guy from Utah. Man, he was a steal.
Bradley Anae. The Annihilator.
That guy, man, he's a beast, man. And Gilmore, too, man. I think he's a steal, too.
Oh, my goodness. Gilmore walked right into the right opportunity. And I believe by us being able to slowly bring him on, if he can just give us 15 good snaps, man, it's just going to be crazy. It's more pain and trouble for the quarterback. Because if he can just give us 15, that means those fresh snaps.
This draft, I believe, was our draft, man. We didn't trade up, trade down. Everybody fell like at the perfect time. Receiver, defense, defensive line, man, it was the best draft.
Mm-hmm. And the only time we did move up a little bit to get Tyler Biadasz, and his nickname is Badass. So that could be just, oh my goodness, man, that could be just a total pandemonium for down the line for the Eagles, for us to have a solid piece as a front five guy. Man, it could be crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey, me and my son be watching you, man. Can you give my son that the sparring chow?
Oh yeah, man. Anytime for a request, man.
This is Sparta!
Hey, man, keep the good work, man. I think he's one of the best Cowboy reporter, man.
Let's go, man. Let's go. That's 209, man. He got his family watching the show and everything, man. I really appreciate it, man. Jalen Smith Fan Club, man. Really appreciate you, man. He says, Law killing it again. I like that like button now. Yeah, hit it, break it, man. I want you guys to report to YouTube and say, hey, man, I broke the like button on this guy. 202. 202.
Hello?
Talk to me, man. You live.
Wait, what's up, Law?
Yeah, nothing to it, man. It's your world.
Hey, just going into week one, a few points I like to show and just like things to watch out for. Mm-hmm. And I think so I'm gonna say some things that could hurt us. Probably I have faith in our secondary because the fact they're so like they're young, they're fast. I don't think we might get beat over the top, but it's going to be like a mental error thing. I don't think it's going to be like an athleticism thing, which I think that kind of gives us like a little edge that we have like fast young cornerbacks. But at the same time, we have like they're going to get beat because the brain. But like I think I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about our offensive line. I said this before. Our offensive line is like I think it's probably going to be the weakest link of our team. I'm just worried about that right tackle position, especially against Aaron Donald doesn't play that side, but they move him everywhere.
Right.
Especially with
as far as the weakest link of the team, I can't put the offensive line there. We got two solid pillars, man, at that spot, and then we got Elijah Collins. Whenever he decide to get back in shape, he will be a solid piece too. Our weakest link got to be that secondary. It's scary. It relates to the safety play. It's scary to me. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think so. You said like our two solid pillars on the offensive line, but I mean we know Zach Martin, but do we like? I'm not saying Tyron Smith a bad left tackle by any means, but like,
right.
We all know he's not the same Tyron.
Yeah, he's not the same, especially against speedsters, And if he's trying to help out Connor Williams, all I heard during the last year that Connor Williams, and of course heading into this year, is he got bigger, he got stronger. So we'll find out. It's like an old wait and see, but I know for sure, like Darian Thompson. I really got reservations on Darian Thompson opposed to Connor Williams.
I think in my opinion, I think Connor Williams is I think he's a little bit underrated because Connor Williams has been starting for what 2 years now.
Yeah, he was thrusted out there his
rookie
rookie
his third year.
Yeah, it's going into his third year.
So I think he played Aaron Donald twice.
Oh man, you right on the money. Yeah, he played him twice.
No. Actually, no, he didn't. I think he tore this year last year. But he played Aaron Donald. But he played Aaron Donald before. And I don't think Aaron Donald he's ever gave up a sack to Aaron Donald. Last time I checked.
No.
I'm just saying that's a fun fact to say. But like I think Connor Williams he's not gonna like. I feel like he's undersized, but he's been working on his size and his strength. Which, like, I mean, I don't think he's going to be a liability because last time we seen him, he wasn't a liability, but he's still like not a top 5 left guard, of course. But I'm just saying, I think the right tackle position with Cameron Irving, I think that's his name, right?
Yeah, Cam. Yeah.
I've seen 3 clips of him all training camp, like when they're doing one-on-ones or individual, whatever, and he just getting smacked around, either be he go up against Alden Smith because he can play both left tackle, right tackle, and he can play all 5 positions on the offensive line. But I think every time I see him, he's just getting beat. And I think the reason why is because he can play all 5 positions on the offensive line. He's not like solid at one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He's a swing tackle. So he's very aggressive. He plays through the echoes of the whistle. He got a short temper, and he's a guy that, by him being outside by himself, it could be a problem, but it's just one of those things I really got to wait to see because I really don't have anything to go by but last year, and I didn't see him play a lot of tackle last year. He played inside when he played for the KC. Although he's versatile, he can play inside and out, but it's a wait and see, though.
Yeah, and I got one more point. Wait, I have a question to ask you. I don't did Francis Bernard make the final roster?
He's on the practice squad. He's wadding up over there,
Okay.
man. Mm-hmm.
So who do you have? Who's playing Sean Lee's position? Who's replacing him for this week?
Oh, for this week, man, you putting it on me now. Y'all help me out in the chat, man. I just only person that I think that I saw out there was just LVE, Jalen Smith, and Luke Gifford. Those are the only three. It could be I don't know if there's a fourth guy. Y'all can help me out on who that linebacker is, but I just think it's just those three. And I think that they're going to do a lot of positional flex. They're going to have Alden Smith line up as the outside linebacker. And they might have some versatility with D-Law. Mm-hmm.
I think they list Alden Smith as a linebacker because we're playing a hybrid, like we're going to go to 3-4. So I don't think he's going to be. I don't think Alden Smith's going to be dropping back in coverage too much. You know what I mean?
But he can in a pinch, though. That's just how that goes.
Yeah, but I think you're trying to say Joe Thomas.
I don't think Joe Thomas is going to be there week 1 or this Sunday.
So Gifford probably, right?
Gifford, yeah. They said that he participated in practice. My guy Jay Form in the chat box, he'll let people know. They said he participated in practice, and he's expecting to play this weekend. That's what the report.
So I think whoever's going to play that position, what that linebacker position, I think that's going to be another focus point too, because I feel like it's going to be an easy win against the Rams as long as if we stop that run first. If we stop that run first, and if I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong that our offensive line could do some damage and actually move, because the reason why we went 8-8 last year is because we had poor offensive line execution, and at some point we had poor execution all around on the offense. So I think if we come out executing right on offense and we get up to maybe a 14-point lead in the first half and we can stop that run, I think it's a free win for us.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. We just got to execute, like you said. If we can stop not having poor execution, will always be a problem with that. But what else you got for the show, man?
No, that's it. I think D-Law might. I'm going to do a bold prediction. I think D-Law might bounce back this game with 2 sacks.
My goodness, man. Don't you know how crunk I'll be if he get 2 of them? Man, I really appreciate you for that, man. Yeah, I hope he can.
Yeah. I think we need to stop that run, and in my opinion, because Sean when he's able to run the ball, you can't beat him because he's gonna do the play action out of 11 personnel, and with 11 personnel, you have 3 wide receivers that can run 50 yards on the field and just destroy your defense. So I think if we stop that run and make them one-dimensional, it's going to be a free win. I don't believe Jared Goff can throw them back in the game, especially that's why I said if we get those 2 sacks by DeMarcus Lawrence or either Alden Smith even I think we can get Jared Goff to fold under that pressure like we did last year after he got behind.
No doubt, man. Really appreciate you for calling in. I think so, man, if we can do that.
No problem.
You, bro. Give you a wolf howl. Yeah.
Have a good day.
Good call from the 202, man. Giving some good in-depth stuff, man. 646. You just left me a voicemail, right? Talk to me.
Yo, is this D-Law?
No, but I am D-Law. I just play with you, man. Talk to me.
You, brother. I hear the voice, man. I've been enjoying your videos online, man. You're a good dude, bro.
Man, really appreciate you, man, for the love and adulations.
Hey, I'm calling you from New York.
Oh, wow.
I grew up in Oak Cliff, but
Okay.
I've been, grew up in Oak Cliff. But I work in the music business. I'm a guitar tech, so I travel the world doing concerts. And I've been checking you out online a lot lately. And you're a good dude. And I was just gonna call and try to. I guess I'm late,
No, you
Got the
good,
kids
man.
in the house and everything. But I'm so excited for this game and this season. But man, it's like the reservation is like every year we hear, all right, we're going to do it this year. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And then it's the same thing every year,
Yeah.
And
if I could tell you this though, you're a guitar, so you're a guitar guy. You play the guitar, right? You know all of the strings and everything, right? You know your music,
absolutely.
Your keys. Do you play that bass guitar? Which one do you play?
Yeah, it's my favorite instrument that there is.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Do you know who Victor Wooten is?
Victor Wooten? No, man. I'm not a novelist at that.
You got to check him out, bro. He's one of the best ever. I've worked with him, and I've been fortunate enough to work with, a lot of the greats, Marcus Miller, Victor Wooten. Yeah. You play bass?
No. Well, I used to sing bass back in the days, man, in high school land, quartet choir and magical choir and all of that stuff. But what I was trying to say is that this right here, Jerry Wayne Jones is a salesman. And for 25 years, he had to sell something. And one can argue and say, well, he had to sell Barry Switzer to this team. He had to sell Barry Switzer to the nation. He had to sell Barry Switzer to everyone. And a lot of times our failures, we learn more from our failures, right? But somehow Jerry, he won with Barry Switzer. So it empowered him. It made him say, okay, what I did was right, I did it my way, like Frank Sinatra would say. I did it my way, and
with
Jimmy's team. And there's somebody reminded him and said, "You did it, but you did it with Jimmy's team." So he's been chasing that ghost, and in order to get sponsors in this building and in the house or what have you, he had to go against the grain, and he had to pick up the phone and call Bill Parcells and say, hey, these sponsors will not build Texas Stadium unless I hire you, basically, because they can't go through this 5-11 with my homeboys, right?
Dave Campo,
Dave Campo. He was the worst. So that's where we fell into the traps of Jerry Wayne Jones trying to sell us something. But now Jerry is getting long in the tooth, and that tooth is mighty long, and he sees the writing on the wall, and he said, look, let me go out there and get somebody who's proven. And Mike McCarthy, regardless of how we look at it, he's more proven than, dare I say, a Jason Witten, Jason Garrett. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's where all of this stuff is coming from, and that's why we should not be like looking at this thing at the half glass as the glass half empty, opposed to the glass being half full. I think that this glass is more half full than half empty. I think that we got to start a good situation on our hands.
I absolutely agree with you on that. Absolutely, but on the field, we still have some weaknesses. Hopefully, But one thing I will say is, you remember those great teams we had in the 90s, and our defensive line always made our secondary a lot better. I'm hoping they did, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the case this year. Diggs is a baller, man. I watched him in college. I went to a couple of games. I got to see Alabama play a couple of times. Those guys, because the guy I work for, he's a huge Alabama fan, so we always get hooked up and get to go to the games and stuff or whatever. That kid's a baller, and I think hopefully while he grows and gets his NFL feet under him, that D-line and the rotation that we're going to have there this year should help out the secondary tremendously.
Yes.
But, man, we got to do something, man. Darian Thompson, he's not a starting caliber safety in the NFL law. You know that.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where a lot of times I say, wait and see, but sometimes we could look at it and say, man, come on. You can't sell me this one. You got to figure out a way. Now, the best makeup to any secondary is the front four. But what happened when it rains?
Absolutely.
Well, sometimes when you take that lady on a date and she got that, makeup on, you really want to see what she really look like. Like, let's go to the beach. Let's go to the swimming park. Let's go where the water is at. And let's see if she's willing to get in that water to see what that face really look like. I just don't want a team to take us by the pool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can use that as an analogy. But I really
you probably
appreciate
got a little more insight into this than me being in Dallas and everything. I'm up in New York. Like I said, I've been here 25 years. Went to Skyline High School with grandmama, Michael Johnson. We all graduated the same year. But what do you think, man? Is Earl coming to Dallas?
I don't know, man.
What's your gut feeling on that?
My gut feeling is saying, yeah, he's coming, but it will be
think so too.
It will be only if Darian Thompson go out there and lay some eggs, man, and Xavier Woods, he pull up on a play, and we roll out Donovan Wilson, who I really like. I love the young skill sets and his traits or what have you, but everything condenses as game go by, and I don't want us to roll out that young defense as relates to that in the playoff when we make it there.
I hear you. Man. I'm so excited, but I had to temper it, man, because I get like this every year, and then I end up with my heart broke at the end of the season, man. Last year, that game in Philly, man, that killed me, man.
It's a bittersweet moment. It was.
Oh, it ripped my heart out, man. I was just like so sure we had just beaten them. What was it, 37-10 or something like that? The previous matchup in Dallas, and then we go up there and lay the egg, man. And that's I still think about all of that, and I'm like, but then I also think like what you said. McCarthy's here. He's changing the culture. He's making them accountable. It seems like to me like he's putting a structure and a consistency, and then he's also putting, expectations of you doing your job in place.
Yeah, and
accountability.
That's why he got this right here, a captain for every week. I love it because that reset the expectation, that reset the marker, right? That's like, okay, I did good for this week, but all of that stuff goes away because I got to do better next week. Good is okay, but I got to do better, and I love it.
I do too, man.
Appreciate you, man. I got to let you go, man. I got to really bounce in a few minutes, though. But, man, I really appreciate you so much.
Thanks again. I really enjoy your videos, and I watch you a lot and subscribe and all of that. So keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm gonna shoot you a text every now and then during the season, just when we going and whatever, just to say what's up, bro.
Do me a favor. You got all that acoustic stuff with that bass guitar, man. I love to hear that type of stuff, man. If possible, man, that same number that you call me on, text me some of your stuff, man, because I love to listen to it, man. I'm a very music-centric type of person, You're
talking to the right guy when it comes to that, so I will definitely get you some stuff out, all right?
Yes, man. Hit me up, man, because, I love it.
And I'm going to lock you in, and I'll shoot you a text every now and then to keep in touch, man.
10-4, fam. Really appreciate you.
And absolutely. I thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. You're doing a great job, man.
Anytime.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man.
Yes, indeed, man. I love music, man. Y'all just don't know. Let me get this man some wolf howls if my computer can hold up. There we go. I love it, Cowboy Nation. Speaking of time, man, I got time is already 5:12 where I'm at, and I got to run an errand. But I will say this, Cowboy Nation: one day at a time, one movement at a time, brick by brick. We stack these things together, and baby, I'm telling you guys, man, when we can do these things the right way, the best way, everything else will work its way out. Let me see if I can end this right quick. I don't know if this will play, but I'm going to try to play it. It gave me some hiccups earlier. But everybody knows, man, Sunday is right around the corner. My next few videos will be Dallas Cowboys versus LA Rams, the good, the bad, the ugly, what we need to do in order to win, keys to the game, temperaments of the game, how we can get things going the best way, the right way possible. Let me see if my music can play. Yeah. Come on, get with me, computer. Appreciate everybody. Oh, yeah, man. I know I probably killed some people's eardrum. But it's all good, Cowboy Nation. It is all good, man. You guys know I need to see some fire emojis. But before I rock out of here, man, let me read this one right here. Robert Blackwell, all good. I hope he's well with 2 L's. He said, God bless you, bro. This channel is going to be much love, Law Nation. My pops love your channel. Glad we had a pleasure to meet you last year at the season opener. If we stay focused, we will do damage. It's our time. Go Nation. That's what I'm talking about. Go Nation. Robert Radford says, headed to the lake. Keep up the hype, Law, in the chat. Sundays are coming. I think I saw somebody said that they was in their car, and the next opposing car or the person right beside them heard my talk track, and they said, you must be listening to Law Nation. That must be crazy. The lunatic Law. It moved off. Here we go. Law. What's your cap guy contact information? I'm going to post it in the... here's his information right now, man. Everybody asks, man, where the caps are at, man. Matter of fact, I will post it. Matter of fact, go to my Instagram. I'm going to post a video. Instagram, LAW Nation, man. Y'all find me on Instagram, man. And we're going to get this thing going. You're listening in to Nothing But the Best. This is from Trayvon Hill. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Hey, I tell people this all the time. You might want to write this down, Cowboy Nation. You might want to write this down. You might want to write it down. Let me just get this thing going for you guys. Come on. Get with me, computer. My computer just saying there's too much focus in right now. All right, Cowboy Nation, if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your pain and your time and your sleep and your for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawny and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll just gladly go out and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you will just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, famish, or fame, or sickness, or body, or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset it, with the help of Almighty God, G-O-D, we can get it. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. And remember, you're listening to Nothing But the Best. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let me see some fire emojis in the chat. Go. I know you're ready to run through some walls right now. Go.
This is Sparta!
Let's go. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Here's what we do. Let's go. I know you guys feeling it. Listening in to Nothing But the Best. We out. Peace.